multiplying different scientific notation parts. So when we do that, yes, John? It started. It's 10.
No, your volume.
My volume? Yeah, that's okay.
It echoes. It's always like that.
It still picks it up somehow because I've got that.
Does it echo?
We have multiplication between each of these parts, each of these terms, and we also have a property in math up here, if you would look with me, called the commutative property. The commutative property of math means that we can move things in multiplication, switch things. If you are communicating with someone, you are talking back and forth. Information is being put back and forth. If you're commuting to college from Girard, you mean you're driving back and forth. You're moving from Girard to Pittsburgh, back to Pittsburgh each day. Okay? Commute. Commutative property, moving things around back and forth. So we can rearrange, even though there's those parts in parentheses, everything is multiplication in here, and so we can rearrange our order of multiplication. 4, I'm going to take my values or my numbers, 4 times 2, and then put my powers of 10 on the end. Once you've done that, then you can go ahead and multiply 4 times 2, which is 8. And then this is the new part. And it's really more of an algebra concept, but you're going to learn it anyway, is that when you're multiplying these bases that are the same, so when you take a power of 10 times a power of 10, you add their exponents. 5 plus negative 2 is 3. So your exponent on your power of 10 becomes 10 to the third. So you take the whole number values, or not the whole number values, but you take the values at the start of your scientific notation and you multiply them together. Then you combine your powers of 10 by adding their exponents. Go ahead.
Show work.
On this one, there wouldn't be much work to show. It'll just kind of depend. There'll be some, we'll go over one where it shows that you'd have to do a little extra work to maneuver some things around. Oop, that's good. We can see that. Okay, so this time I'm not going to actually rewrite it, but I am going to go, okay, I have 3 and a 3. 3 times 3 is 9 times 10. And the exponents on our 10 are 8 and 3, so we add those together, we get 11. Yeah, there's not much work to show on that one either.
Because I was doing a lesson earlier, I saw some of that.
This next one has one little step that you'll have to add to it, and so we'll want to probably show some of the work on this as just to keep your data organized well. So we're going to take our 4 times our 6 and 2/10. I'm going to have to do that over here. You could write it out on your homework assignment, use your calculator if you needed to, if you wanted to, and you get 24.8. So you have 24.8 times 10 to the negative second. Negative 6 plus 4 is negative 2. Are we done?
Heck no. Yeah, we're done.
Is this in true scientific notation form, Brittany? Looks like you shook your head no. No is correct. Why isn't it? The decimal is supposed to go right after the 2. So we can do this a couple different ways. I'm going to show you the technical way, and then you can take a shortcut if you want from that idea. We need to write this in scientific notation by itself, into the proper scientific notation. Is the number bigger than 1? Yes, so we're going to have a positive exponent. We're going to rewrite it as 2.48 times 10. It's going to be a positive since it's greater than 1. How many decimal places did we move it to get it from there to there? So 1. And then I can bring down the times 10 to the negative second. So 2.48 times 10 to the negative first. Now I do have this shortcut. So if you want to write this down or listen and see if you can remember it, it's this. We had how many decimal places here? In this number right here. How many decimal places? 1. How many do we have once we've changed it? So what did we do, decimal place wise? Did we add some places or did we subtract some decimal places? We added decimal places. How many? Okay, so we added 1 decimal place. So we could have just went, all right, I'm changing from here to here, so I'm adding a decimal place. So I'm going to add that 1 decimal place to my exponent. And then that still would give me 2 and 4800ths times 10 to the negative first. Does that make sense? I want to do another one. Those are the ones I had typed up to do. I want to make sure we're clear on this. Tell you what, I'm not going to go any farther than that for now, because none of the problems you're going to see are going to be anything more difficult than what we had. We are going to get to some where you're going to have to do more with it eventually. So I won't take you to that spot yet. So your assignment, problem set 76, 1 through 30.
Due Monday.
Due next
Tuesday.
class period.
So it could be due tomorrow?
Could be due tomorrow. If we have school tomorrow, it'll be due tomorrow. If we have school Friday, it's due Friday. No, wait. Oh.
We have a test.
We have a test.
Yeah.
So just don't have it due after the test. You might as well.
No, we're going to have it due. There's going to be an asterisk on this. Due next class period unless we have
School tomorrow.
school tomorrow.
Then it's not due.
Then it's due
Friday.
Friday. So I guess it's not going to be due before Friday, but if we aren't here Monday or Thursday and Friday, then it'll be due Monday, even though we have a test schedule.
Okay.
Does that make
What's
sense?
that word behind unless?
Stop looking at me whenever I do that.
It's kind of cool. Whenever she does this, I happen to just catch it each time when she's.
Behind unless.
It's pretty odd. I can handle that for some reason. I don't mind the shoulders. It's when the people start doing weird things with their back, where they can wrap their heads around underneath their legs and
I
stuff.
used to
That
go to put
part's.
my head. I used to go
There's
to
something about this, the spine, that makes that just feel
I used to be
painful.
able to put my foot over my head.
Okay.
Oh, no,